Hey everybody, welcome or welcome back. My name is Monique and welcome to Medora Budgets. I'd like to thank anybody who's liked or commented on any of my videos, and especially those that have chosen to subscribe to my channel. Truly started this as a way to hold myself accountable, but I understand, recognize, and appreciate the community as a whole. So if you are rocking with me on this journey, and I'm going to come out a little bit more, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you haven't made up your mind yet, sit with me for a spell. At the end of this video, if it's content you find valuable or enjoyable, please feel free to subscribe. It's myself and Sweets, married with a whole bunch of kids, trying to figure out our future family finances so the decisions we make now won't negatively impact us in the future. Today is Sunday, the 22nd of December. I am finally off of bean duty, and I was in here working on my budget and trying to figure some things out around some things that I wanted to do, and it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do them the way that I initially thought. After having some conversations with Sweets, we decided to suspend or end our 100 envelope challenge, go ahead and reallocate those funds, and then start fresh again in 2025 with some new things that we need to talk through. So that's what we're here to do today. We're going to unstuff this 100 envelope challenge. And while I'm doing that, I'll just kind of talk through some of the changes that we need to make. So I went in and I'm looking at my 2025 goals, right? And let me get this cash tray. Looking at my 2025 goals, the things that I want to try and accomplish, especially for quarter one. So with that said, let's take this over here. With that said, some of the things that we already know we have to worry about are ThesCon for Corinne, my teenager, as well as her graduation. So graduation announcements. I think we got everything else taken care of, but do need to worry about graduation announcements. Also, we got to finish up our prom prep, and we need to do a graduation party as well. With that said, we also recognize that the end of the year has come in a lot more as far as spendy is concerned. So we want to take care of some things there. And then also, we need to prep for next summer. And this is what started or generated all the conversation. So let me go ahead and get started doing this while I talk through this. So one of the things that we recognized this past summer, now that we are married, Sweets is now allowed to come with us on our family vacation that we always take in June. It's a family vacation that my brother and his wife pretty much takes the family on. That's their Christmas gift to us. And so with that said, we always go someplace pretty close as far as where we can drive to, etc. This past year we went to Myrtle Beach, I think it was, and what we did not account for, because we got married in May and this trip was in June, so what we did not initially account for was the fact that Sweets would have an entire weekend off of work. Now he's an entrepreneur. He has his Instagram page as far as content creation is concerned, Cowboy Chris Cooks, but he also sells Bluetooth cell phone accessories, you know, those kinds of things as well. And so having a weekend off is going to be very difficult for him. I mean, on average, when this is one of the things we were working out, on average, he has about $1,500 that he makes over the weekend. So we did not account for that. So in this past summer, with him not working and attending the family vacation, and we'd like for him to continue to attend the family vacation, so we have to plan for that. Through that, we went in and looked at this morning. We were on the phone and we went in and looked at you know, how many weeks are left. There's about 24 weeks left, not left, but 24 weeks from the beginning of 2025 until when we would leave to go on the trip. So with that said, 24 weeks trying to get together. We said $2,000 instead of $1,500. $2,000 was the amount that we gave. Anything extra we would actually take with us on the trip. So 24 weeks at $2,000 is basically $83.33 every week. I rounded down actually for that because it was a very high amount as far as I'm concerned. And it was like, okay, well, you need to save somewhere between 75. Basically, you need to save somewhere between 75 and 85 bucks in order to meet your numbers. And so with that said, there's just not a way for us to accomplish that, as well as continuing with the 100 envelope challenge, as well as trying to invest some money at some point, which is what I want to do, as well as handling all of the other sinking funds as well. So we decided to go ahead with the things that are coming up for Corinne the first quarter of 2025, and with the thought that we now need to start saving a sinking fund for that June vacation. We decided, you know what, we're going to go ahead and empty out the 100 envelope challenge. And once we do that, we're going to count this money up. I got a $50 bill. Now, where'd that come from? We're going to count this money up, go ahead and get it into the bank, take care of some things that we need to, and then start off again with the sinking fund for, dang, this 50 is going to get mixed up. So where does that go? That goes there. Y'all know I'm not good at this. I usually don't have this much cash that I'm dealing with. There you go. We're going to go ahead and do that and start the sinking fund. And we need to start that because week 1 of 2025 starts on December the 29th. And for us, December 27th is going to be my first paycheck of 2025. And that is this coming Friday. So I'm making this video on the 22nd. You guys are probably going to see the video on that Thursday after Christmas. So the 26th. And so I wanted to go ahead. I think that is it. All right. So I think that is all. So I think I've emptied out all of the money. I think so. So this kit overall I got from BZ's Things. I don't know if you can see that down there. It's just a different way to do the 100 envelope challenge. A lot easier to unstuff it. I'm grateful for that because I just don't have a lot of time. So we're going to hold on to all of this and we're going to use it another time when we can get started on this again. So overall, let's go ahead and see how much we've got. So we got 100. Well, I better put it back in here. 50. 20s. 20, 40, 60, 81. 20, 40, 60, 82. 20, 40, 60, 83. 20, 40, 60, 84. 20, 40, 60, 85. That's 500. And we started this, it was either August or September. 20, 40, 60, 81. 20, 40, 60, 82. 20, 40, 60, 83. 20, 40, 60. 360. All right, so that's $1,000. We started back in August. I think it was August or September. Just giving what we can. I've been trying to do at least $100 each time. So I'm actually pretty proud of how much money we were able to save. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, plus 140. All righty. We're at 1150. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, plus 135. All right, we're at 1285 so far, and we got a few little ones to take care of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. $17 plus 17 equals. All right, so we're looking at $1,302. And I'm going to write that off over here so I can keep track of. Let's start on a new page. So I can kind of keep track of what we're about to do with this money. I'm going to go ahead and allocate it right now. There's no point in waiting because it's not a lot of things that this money is going to go into. So one of the first things I'm going to do is I want to finish off for Little Bean his 2025 savings that we're doing. Remember I told you guys that I needed to fill in these other 5s. So before I start taking the rest of this money back, I'm going to go ahead and do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5. So that's going to be $40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to color that in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alrighty, and I'm gonna put that in here. Go in here. So that means I should have 8 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. 8 2s, 8 5s. There you go. Wanted to do that. So that was $40. I need to minus that 40. Write that in somewhere. All right, so minus 40 for Little Bean. I said zine, Little Bean 2025. All right, so that was one of the first things I wanted to do. What else did I write down? All right, so Corinne has extracurricular activities. That's where her ThesCon money is going to come from. And let's see if I can find her binder, y'all. Give me a second. That's $300 that I want to put aside for her extracurricular. And that should take care of ThesCon. Oh, snap. That should take care of her ThesCon fees that are remaining, as well as giving her a little bit of change to travel with. So we're going to put that in her senior binder. You guys know this came from Baddies and Budgets. And I've been using it throughout the year, mainly pulling from it because I'd already stuffed pretty much a lot of money into it. So we're going to go ahead and I keep not only the amount, most of it is in, as you can see, all of that's prop money. So all of that is in the bank. And then these are the receipts for all of this stuff that I've already spent. But we're going to put $350 in here. No, $300. So let's do that. 12, 22. Save plus 300. All right, so we got $297 already. I mean, we have $97 already there. So I want a total of 300 in this. So I'm going to do 203. I thought that this was down to 0. I was looking at it. So 203 gets me to 300. I'm going to try that first. So 150. 50, 70, 90, 200, 1, 2, 3. Get yourself together, Monique. All right, 150, 70, 90, 200, 1, 2, 3. So I'm adding $203, and I will take that to the bank at some point. No, actually, I'm going to keep it because she has to, I need to do a money order. Let me put that back in here. I just was going to put it to the back. We're going to go ahead and put it in the front because I have to get a money order and turn that in the first day of school. All right, so let's just leave that in there. All right, so that's extracurriculars. And that was $203 that I put in there minus 203. Extracurricular. All right, next we're going to take $400 and put that aside. That is going to help take care of a Discover payment that we need to make for the Discover card that Sweets uses. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84. $400. Stick that in there because I need to take that back to the bank. All right, so that's in minus 400 for Discover. Got those. Y'all have to look at my numbers and information. All right, so that is 1302 minus 40 minus 203 minus 400 equals, says I have some, that doesn't feel right. 1302 minus 40 minus 203 minus 400 equals, yep, $659 still left. All right, I am going to put aside, what do I want to do? I am going to go into one of the new envelopes that I'm creating. All right, so let me I'll show you guys this just right away, because I'm going to take some of that money back to the bank too for me, I think. All right, so, and I'll count it for debt. All right, so now for high priorities, I still got subscriptions, I still got property insurance, I still have buffer, those three. I'm actually going to add debt, so this is the one I'm going to contribute to now, and add a little bit towards the debt payment. I have Xerxes still in high priority, and then I've got that June vacation summer activities that we talked about, as well as my emergency. So those are now all a part of the high priority sinking funds. So I'm going to take, what I say it was $659. So I'm going to take 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82. I'm going to put $200 towards debt for my Chase Freedom card. I'm just going to stick it in here. And if I need that, because that's what I've been using for Christmas, I actually even got or took care of some of the Christmas gifts that Sweets wanted to do as well. He sent me some money also, so I don't know that I'm going to necessarily need all of that, but I'm going to put that in there for right now. So let's do minus 200. That should leave me with about 459 Chase Freedom. All right, I am going to do June vacation. We're going to go ahead and start that off with 20, 40, 60, 81. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Let's try 150. I'm going to start that off with 150. That would give us a running start, because I told you we needed to save, what, $75 a week. So I'm going to put this in here right now. I might take that back out, you know, because I wasn't anticipating that, but I didn't realize how much money I had in here either. June vacation. Oh, I'm going out of town too, y'all. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, so I'm going to stick the rest of this in buffer. Buffer needs to be buffed back up. All right, so buffer is down because I ended up having to get my brakes done. So that was the other thing that I had to do. I got brake pads, which I already have here. It was $110, but I also had to pay the guy $200. There's a mobile mechanic. I had to pay him $200 to put them on. So we're down to $608. So I'm about to give that a nice little bump up. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. What's that? 200? 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 300. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $300. So I'm going to add, oh, that's so wonderful. All right, so I'm going to add the 300 that I just took out. I'm going to add it back in here. Let's do it right there. It's $300. Oh. So we're going to mark 1222, save, plus 300. So that puts me back up to 908, which I feel a lot better about because we have so many things that are coming. But this was the first bit of work that I needed to get done to my car. So I'm grateful for that we even had it. And I'm grateful that we've been able to put some of that back in buffer. So that was minus $300 for buffer. I'm going to take these ones and I'm going to put these into my birthday. Where's my birthday? I think I am. All right. So for the low priority binders, we still have Corinne. We're going to have bonus kids in here. We've got family fun in here as well. We have gifts in here. The birthday fun. I'll go ahead and start marking some of these off on this savings challenge that we have. We also have YouTube gems, and I have just one for shopping. I hope to put me money that I have left over in my bag back in here, so we'll do that. And then South Carolina land. So this is going to be one of these birthday cards. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, $9. So let's go ahead and start with this one right here. We're going to mark it off $9. So we're going to do 1. Let's do that wrong end. 1, 3, plus 3 is 6, 7, 8, 9. There you go. One row done. We'll do it that way. And I'm going to put that in here. Now, I'm going to backtrack. So I just told you guys that I was on, let's put $9 here. And that went to birthday. All right, so I'm going to go back up to June vacation like we talked about before. I had that in here, but I think I'm going to take that out and I'm going to use that to travel with back home. And so where was that at? That was in my high priority. I think that is what I'm going to do. I know this seems a little hodgepodge, but if I don't allot that money now, then I have a chance of spending it, and I should not. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and, what is that? I still need that for debt. Here we go. I'm going to take this 150. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yes. And I'm going to stick that in here. And I'm also going to take this back to the bank and put it into my account. And actually, let's put it with the debt because it's going to go into the Chase Freedom account. So I'm going to add that here. So now Chase Freedom has both the 200 plus the 150. All right, so my total was 1302. Minus the 40 that I put in Little Bean. Minus the 203 that I put in the extracurricular for Corinne's senior binder. Minus the 400 that I took out for Discover. Minus the 200 for Chase Freedom to help with that card. Minus the 150 to travel with. Minus the 300 for the buffer. And then minus the 9 for the birthday challenge. And boom, we're down to 0. All right, that is it. So as I mentioned before, we're done with the 100 envelope challenge. I've got all of that money allocated. What we're going to do now, when you see my budget with me that I will do on probably tomorrow in the next couple of days from when you see this video, you're not going to see that 100 envelope challenge anymore. I don't know if you guys saw my video, but you know, I did purchase the Budget Moms Budget by Paycheck, and I am so excited about that. So I'm already using it. It was only $10 because I got it over the weekend. I'm going to scooch in a little bit. Alrighty. So I'm already starting to document out how I'm going to now handle my high priority and my low priority sinking funds. And then what you'll notice here, we're only going to run one challenge going, and it's going to be the Monday minis. I'm going to put $70 aside for that. And that would be $40 I'll use towards Little Beans binder, $30 I'll use towards the emergency prep. Everything else is just going straight into these envelopes as soon as I get the money. And then if I have any extra money that's available from me money because I don't use it, then you might see a little mini cash stuffing at that point. But that is all. We are done. Thanks everybody for your time. You guys have a good one.